Desí ďalšiu predzastavku prejde po vypínači na kolenciach, to skúsi, že sa tam blíži vlak a automaticky začne spomalovať. Naturálne, keď je do toho bodu, keď má start, tak sa vyjde. Tak to nastavenie. Poď bere na určitú dobu, pokiaľ ľudia prestanú chodiť, tomu tam začne senzor, ako svetlo má na tlaku svetla, alebo tak, zapíka, zatvorí. No, to sa rozberie.
I love this new system that they have at McDonald's. You choose what you want, and then what you do, you either pay by card and get a receipt saying you've paid, or if you want to pay by cash, you get a receipt that says you haven't paid, take it over, and then pay and exchange it for a receipt that says you have paid, and then you use that to collect your food. It's really... After collecting my lunch, a Piccadilly Line lift awaits. A Piccadilly Line lift awaits. We've got the really 70s mosaics here. That lifts at 2 and going down. Yes, it's working. Exit that side.
Doors closing. This lift is going up.
This is a Piccadilly Line lift.
Doors closing.
Ma oggi mi sono costato.
Non vi trovo bene.
Floor 2.
I don't know. It's excited to be moving.
Doors opening. This lift is going up. Doors closing.
Next stop, 8th floor.
Floor 8. Doors opening. This lift is going down. Doors closing. This lift is going down. Doors closing.
Was it going to ground?
Yeah. This lift has the same voice as the Piccadilly Line.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe they use the same person.
Yeah.
Floor 2.
Oh.
I don't know that. Maybe for the Jubilee.
Doors opening.
Doesn't it? Oh,
This lift is going down. Doors closing.
was it?
Oh, sorry, we'll reach it with you. Do you want me to come back here?
I think we should try and get like quite a few people.
Ground floor.
And do this whole thing as well.
Cable lifts Orona group.
Doors opening.
And now to a slow Otis Gen 2 up to the bridge into Eastfields. This lift stops at lower ground, which is in a restaurant and has access to the DLR via Star Lane, National Rail, Crossrail and Overground, and the Central Line. Mezzanine, which is an access to the DLR via Bow Church into Stratford International and the Jubilee Line, and also the exit from the westbound Central Line, and Ground, which is the bridge. This lift is an Otis Gen 2 with no chime. That transmitting door came with moving was seamless. I hardly noticed it. Oh. Look how repetitive this is. The advert space hasn't been sold. They still haven't fixed this lift. It's been broken for months. It's an Otis Gen 2 with logic cabinet on the ground floor, and the button doesn't light up properly. Now for these lifts, which are Otis Gen 2s. For some reason, there's an up button even though it does absolutely nothing. For some reason, P2 is above P1 in Westfields. Car. And up here is John Lewis. Let's see what sort of lift they have in John Lewis. John Lewis always have Ecodiscs in the shopping centre with Otis Gen 2s, and Otis Gen 2s in the shopping centre with Ecodiscs. These lifts are the one you change chime as well. I'm going to go to mezzanine, wherever that is. Nice Ecodisc. This lift doesn't know how to pronounce mezzanine. One of these Gen 2s does not have pseudo floors, the other one does. It's because they're not really pseudo floors, they're actually the intermediate floors. This is the 8th floor. And what a view! Really nice fast Gen 2s. Nice first floor. They've hot-wired these traffic lights so that they all light up at the same time. I want somewhere really tranquil and with nice views to eat my lunch, and I know just the place. Car park level CP4. This is the overflow car park and doesn't have any of the technology of the other levels. Not many people park up here. And here is more. This lift's going up.
Car parking level 2. Doors open. Doors closing.
Here we are. Are you going?
I'm going to P4.
Okay.
Car parking level 4. Doors open.
These doors over here, this car park is the overflow car park. Hardly anyone ever uses it. It's so rare to find someone actually coming up here to park that often the people who manage the shopping centre don't even bother to come up here to open the doors. But today they have. Although even if they hadn't unlocked the doors, there is still a way up by going in a little side lift. I'll show you a bit later. I was looking for a nice eat my lunch with good views. Top floor of the car park fits the bill. This lift is turned off, but not properly, so that call is still registered in the logic, but the lift is immobile, so the button will remain illuminated until the lift is turned back on and can service all its calls. Down there is the international station. So that automatic door is detecting itself, and this lift has been vandalised, but we can still get out to the fire exit, because it's not really alarmed. And now back down in the little tucked away lifts. This one is the broken one. Let's try the other one. And now, after walking around this car park, I'm at one of the little tucked away lifts. This lift actually works. At the upper level, this comes out in P4, and it's actually the way into P4 with the way out bit. It's the best way to get into P4. And now, let's go down to lower ground. I don't know what's on the lower level of this lift.
Lower ground floor. Doors opening. Going up. Doors closing.
Let's see what's on 2.
Second floor. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing.
Lifts are lettered and there's a number, and this is lift D, stairwell 4.
First floor. Doors opening.
They're alarmed but open.
Going down. Doors closing.
A bit stupid. Let's see what's on each of the floors. This little spooky lift. And then I'm going to get out on the lower ground because the sign says that that's where the exit is.
Lower ground floor. Doors opening.
Oh, the doors are locked. It's so I got out there. It's a bit disappointing that I didn't get out on the outside. And now out the unusual way, via the car ramp. In order to be safe, I walk down the up ramp and on the left, which has the wider pavement. This space, this forgotten space, is actually surprisingly spectacular. It's a huge and surprisingly spectacular hall. This bus's emergency exit is open.